Lift up the cross, carry the light of the gospel. Always proclaim God's holy, unchangeable word. Weep for the lost, pray they will heed to the Spirit's call. Preach to all men until every ear has heard. Lift up the cross, share the good news of salvation. Multitudes long to know there is hope for their souls. Give of your best, fervently seeking the kingdom. Over all else, know Christ and make Him known. Lift up the cross high above the clouds of deception, doubt and confusion. Tell the world God so loved, He gave us His Son. He gave us His Son.
What do you like about being a Mustang?
Going to games and hanging out with friends.
Is there a player that you looked up to, past or present?
Jimmy, Kurt, Randy, Keith, and Blake.
Is there a moment that you remember that stands out to you?
When we almost beat Liberty.
What do you like about being a Mustang?
I like going to the ball games. They're fun. Fellowshipping with everybody and, I don't know, just getting to know each other. And yeah, that's it.
Is there a player in the past or present that you look up to?
Kurt and Jimmy and Keith, they were the ones that we looked up to. They were the spiritual role models, and they were the best players on the team. So.
Is there a moment that you remember that stands out to you? Funny, past or present?
Let me get back to you on that.
What do you like about being a Mustang?
Playing basketball, most of the games.
Is there a player that you look up to, past or present?
Jacob.
Is there a moment that sticks out to you?
Yes, when Ronnie hit his head.
What do you like about being a Mustang?
I like winning.
I like winning. That's a good answer. Is there a player that you looked up to, past or present?
Probably Jimmy or Randy.
Is there a moment that stands out to you that you remember, whether past or present?
Ronnie running into the pole in the basketball game.
Why do you like being a Mustang?
I like being a Mustang because I enjoy the fellowship with the friends that I have and a good coach, Brother Randy.
Is there a player that you look up to, past or present?
Jimmy Ayala.
Is there a moment that you remember that stands out to you?
During playoffs, while we were in our hotel room, we were wrestling around in the dark, me, Jake, Luke, and Cody Robinson, and he dove on me and I gave him a black eye.
All right. What do you like about being a Mustang?
Well, I got.
What do you like about being a Mustang?
Well, I like being a Mustang mostly because all the running, you stay in shape. But really, when you're on a team, you don't just learn about basketball. You learn about other things like focus, and you learn to have faith and trust the people that are over you, that God put over you.
Is there a player that you look up to, past or present?
Probably 3, Kurt and Keith and Jimmy.
Is there a moment that you remember that stands out to you the most?
Yeah, when we were at one of the games or something, we were at a hotel, and I walked up behind Jason and threw him in the pool, and then he thought Ronnie did it, and then we had a big argument all night about who threw him in the pool.
What do y'all like about being a Mustang?
That it's fun. really fun.
What's fun about it?
That we get to play games and that we have a great coach.
Yeah.
Is there a player that y'all look up to?
Jacob.
There was two for me, and it was Kurt and Jimmy.
I look up to Jacob Ayala.
Is there a moment that y'all remember that stands out to you?
When last year for me, it was when we were at playoffs, and we almost won, but we lost the final game for us.
What about you, Briley?
It's just Jen has always been a good friend to me.
What do you enjoy about being a Mustang?
I get to play on the team and I get to play with my friends, and I'm glad I get to play on the team now.
Is there a player that you look up to, past or present?
Yeah, some of the older boys, and I like those. I look up to a bunch of them.
Is there a moment that you remember that stands out to you?
I remember stealing a ball from somebody and made a layup.
What do you enjoy about being a Mustang?
I enjoy just having to go places I've never been before and playing on the court and just playing out fun.
Is there a player that you looked up to, past or present?
Past probably Kurt, Jacob still, and Zach.
Is there a moment that you remember that stands out to you?
When I was trying to pass the ball to Ronnie, one of the guys on the other team tried to block it, but he failed, and Ronnie got it anyway.
What do you enjoy about being a Mustang?
I enjoy getting to play in a Christian school and with all my friends, and just a lot of fun, and we get to travel far places and have a lot of fun.
Is there a player that you look up to, past or present?
Well, Kurt Carringer is, he has good character, and he was a big leader. Jimmy Aiello and Jimmy White right now, and Zach and Jacob, they're good leaders.
Is there a moment that you remember that stands out to you?
Well, there is actually. We were it was a home game against Liberty, and Bradley passed me the ball, and then I passed it to Clayton, and he passed it back, and the other guy got it, and then I stole it, went down the court, and I went to shoot it, and it ended up making it buzzer beater.
What do you enjoy about being a Mustang?
What I enjoy about being a Mustang is that it's just like a big family, and that we get to play basketball together, and I got all my friends with me, and that we have a good coach for Randy. I'm getting a lot better at basketball and being a good teammate. It's like a life coach too.
Is there a player that you looked up to, past or present?
Yeah, there was a couple. There was Jimmy and Kurt were two really good captains and co-captains. They definitely were good leaders spiritually and good leaders in basketball. Blake was a really good role model to look up to for a good Christian kid.
Is there a moment that you remember that stands out to you?
Well, a couple of games ago, I went to get the ball, and the guy put his head in it. It looked like I was trying to break his neck by having him in a headlock. Yeah, that was one of them.
What do you enjoy about being a Mustang?
I enjoy that we get to play together, and we're a family, and we all like most of the stuff that we all like. And Brother Randy's a good coach and all that, and Brother Pitsy's a good coach. And we just have fun out there on the court, and we try to play together, Lord. It's about the Lord, and when we lose, we come out praising Him. That's really what I like about being on the team.
Is there a player that you looked up to, past or present?
Yes, this year I'm looking up to Jacob and Ronnie as they're leading the team through. And in the past, Jimmy and Kurt were the role models on our team. They would really help us out. They would let us really get in the game and play with them. And that's what I looked up to.
Is there a moment that you remember that stands out to you?
Yes, last year, Jimmy, we were playing Westgate, and this is our old league. And it was the last quarter, I think, and he was at the corner of half court, and he hooked the shot, and he made it a buzzer beater. It was cool.
What do you enjoy about being a Mustang?
Well, I enjoy being able to go to a Christian school and being surrounded by people that think the same as me, and I just enjoy playing basketball with the basketball team. We have a great coach, Randy, and a great assistant coach, Brother Pitts, and they teach us to focus and a lot of things we can use in life.
Is there a player that you looked up to, past or present?
I looked up to Jimmy and Kurt. They were good leaders, and they helped us to. We would make a mistake, and they would help us and show us how to be better and show us what we did wrong.
What do you enjoy about being a Mustang?
You get to play ball, be around other Christian teams, a lot of sportsmanlike conduct and stuff like that. So, and coaches are good, and stuff like that. So, yeah.
Is there a player that you looked up to, past or present?
Keith Carringer. He was always focused in the game, disciplined, willing to play, willing to let other people play.
What do you enjoy about being a Mustang?
I enjoy being a Mustang because playing basketball and team is very friendly to me, and when I practice a lot and they teach me very well, and Brother Andy is very good at teaching me how to play because I'm new to basketball.
Is there a player that you looked up to, past or present?
No, yes. Both Jacob and Zach, because they're good handlers of the ball, and they taught me how to play, and I respect them very good.
Is there a moment that you remember that stands out to you the most?
Not really, no.
What do you enjoy about being a Mustang?
Being able to play in a Christian school and having